Meanwhile, in Germany, you can watch people compete in the shopping cart championships.
Richtig, also jetzt hier.
Ja, aber vielleicht...
Kommt er noch? Nein. So.
Ja.
Yes, 100.000 Euro.
Und der ist drinne!
Ja. Wichtig.
Before a live studio audience, contestants push a shopping cart across the stage and into a corral. More points if it goes in cleanly and stays behind a white line. Whose idea was that? Okay, I'm in. I'll watch one. Let's go to Craigslist. Haven't been there in a while. Here's a posting. Let's see if you're interested. I want to chase someone. I am seeking somebody who will let me chase them. Age and gender do not matter. You can be real old or a lady or black as long as you can go real fast. It doesn't matter where it happens, inside or outside, but you have to be fun to chase. You can't be on a bike because that's cheating. I want the chasing to last a long time, and I want to be sweaty, but I have to catch you in the end. If I don't catch you, then you won't get paid. But you can't let me catch you and be easy about it. And if you do, you won't get paid. After the chasing, you should say something like, "Good running," or "You're very fast," and give me a high five, either one hand high five or both hands high five. Not because I told you to do it, but because you think of it. Afterwards, you should post a picture of me on your Facebook and make the picture caption say, "He caught me. Let me know. Thanks." Oh, that's a lot to unpack. Again, that's on Craigslist if you're interested in getting paid to let this freak chase you. There's a whole other world out there. I keep saying it. Just this other nether world, this underground where people are into all kinds of stuff that in some cases, that stuff is very specific. All right, let's move on. Paris. A man has been cited for lighting his cigarette with the eternal flame burning at France's tomb of the unknown soldier. You can't do that, man. Also in France, a 59-year-old woman suing a company for keeping her on staff for 20 years, paying her full salary, and not assigning her anything to do. She described it as psychological torture. Well, A, a lot of people would dream of a job like that, let's be honest. B, you could have just found another job. I don't understand how you can sue them for not giving you anything to do. Most of the time, I mean, I can vouch for this. Most of the time, even if you are working and doing your best, you get fired anyway. So count your blessings, man. You were there for 20 years not having to do anything. Washington Township, New Jersey, 2 people facing DUI charges. The first was arrested at a traffic stop, and his passenger was given a ride home by the cops. The passenger was arrested later after, of course, they drove to jail still drunk to bail their friend out of jail. Richmond, Kentucky, 31-year-old jilted lover facing charges for destroying her ex-boyfriend's car. She slashed a tire, smashed his windshield, broke his rearview mirror, destroyed his radio, filled his vents with glitter, and poured salt in the engine. The damage exceeded the car's current value at about $12,500. The woman's father offered to pay for the damages if only he wouldn't call the cops, but he decided to call the cops. Lake Charles, Louisiana, a 37-year-old man is in jail after he hijacked a freeway construction crane. How would you know how to operate this thing? Well, he didn't. He lowered it over early morning traffic on Saturday and hit 4 cars with the crane. Wakulla County, Florida. This one is bonkers. A 71-year-old woman in jail. Cops say Helen Litchfield lured a man and his 2 daughters to her home by offering them access to her on-property pond so they could go fishing. When they arrived for their fishing day, she pulled out a gun, accusing the man of not being their father. They begged with her, "Look, this is my daddy. I'm their father. What are you talking about?" Well, she was not dissuaded from this, and Mrs. Litchfield's roommate helped the father and the two daughters escape while Litchfield was distracted. Not to be outdone, Elba, Minnesota. 64-year-old woman in jail after shooting and wounding her neighbor. A man that she believed was raping and murdering people in his house and burying the victims in his basement. She based this on alleging that she heard digging noises in her home and assumed all of this. For the record, there was in fact no raping, killing, or digging. St. Petersburg, Florida, a man angry over the noise a landscaper was making is accused of pulling a dagger on the guy. The would-be assailant was, it says here, dressed as a court jester. Okay?
Okay.
Finally, today's Ohio Proud moment, we go to Lisbon, Ohio.
Be advised, this is a lost peacock. 6 has the owner en route. We're just going to try and keep it on the post property.
Kevin, you need to go back to them. Kevin, do not come here. Kevin's coming back your way.
42 Lisbon, be advised, Kevin is attempting to flee.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, Kevin is thrilled.
There you go. They eventually got Kevin home. I thank you so much for listening, and we will chat again tomorrow.